All right, so I have been posting my outfits on TikTok for almost the past 200 days. By the time this video goes live, I'll probably be past 200. And one thing I can tell you is that some of these outfits were so bad, they went viral. And I'm not even exaggerating. TikTok has definitely deleted some of the mean comments, but as you can see, it was a pretty rough response. And honestly, what hurts the most isn't even the millions of people who commented and saw those videos. It's just thinking about, I wore these outfits out in public. Like, I wore this outfit to IKEA. So probably like 50 people in IKEA saw me and were probably like, what the hell is this guy wearing? So today in this video, I just want to break down what made those outfits so bad they went viral for being bad, and what you should avoid and kind of learn from my mistakes. So mistake number one was wearing items that just don't go together. Now, honestly, I'm not sure why this one wasn't more obvious to me. I think it's just because I didn't really care about fashion up until recently with doing this series, so I never really paid attention to it. With dressing better, it's not just about like matching colors and tones, it's about matching the items and pieces and fabrics together that make sense. And yeah, let me tell you guys, throughout this series, some of these outfits, just what I put together just didn't make sense. Like if I look back at this outfit right here, I had on black trousers with a green streetwear jacket. And listen, if you're going to church and there's a blizzard outside, I mean, maybe this could work, but for like everyday fashion, this just wasn't a good move at all. But when done correctly, of matching this green jacket with more like black baggy denim, you can see the outfit works just fine. Now, don't get me wrong, you can obviously pair different weird items together, right? Fashion is kind of like music in the sense of once you know the rules, you can break the rules and make it work. But if you don't know those rules yet, you know, you're just kind of making noise, not music. Same thing with these outfits. I was just wearing clothes, not really putting together a cohesive outfit. You guys can look at this one, right? I had these super nice brown loafers and I paired it with baggy jeans and a hoodie. It just wasn't a good look. And even with this picture here, I felt really confident in this outfit before, but just matching the Levi 501s with like this really shiny leather jacket, then the tote bag and the black loafers, it just didn't look good together. And then vice versa, if we go back to like another good outfit, I posted a video earlier on talking about my older outfits I used to wear, and I showed this outfit and people absolutely loved it and said it was a great outfit, even though it was just sweatpants and a hoodie. And the reason people said that is because all the items worked together, there was some layering, and it just looked cohesive. And then for one final example, we have this outfit, but then I switched to a different pair of jeans and a different pair of shoes, and as you guys can see, it just looks a lot better with making that switch. All right, so mistake number two was ignoring proportions. I'm not sure why, but I used to wear these like huge t-shirts and they were just super long and like it wasn't a good baggy look. It just looked like I was drowning in my tops. And so the thing is, when you wear a shirt that's super long, it makes your torso look super long and throws off the proportions to your legs. Visually, it just doesn't look appealing. When you put two outfits side by side, one with good proportions, one with bad proportions, you can just kind of see how the one with good proportion just visually looks way better. And so one thing that you should follow is the rule of thirds when it comes to clothing. Basically, if you split your body into thirds, the bottom half of your body would be 2/3 and the top half would be 1/3. When you do this, it makes your outfits look a lot more balanced and just makes you look visually more appealing. And also what it does is once you do this, it makes you look a lot taller. This is why if you've seen like some shorter guy outfit videos, they really harp on proportions, because if you don't do it right, it will make you look even shorter than you really are. But if you do it right, it'll make you look taller. So really, to nail your proportions, number one would be to try on and buy as much as you can in store, just so you can see the fit right then, right there. Try to avoid ordering online if you can, if possible. And then once you find some items that fit you well in store, just go ahead, take measurements, so that way if you do buy stuff on online stores or like Depop or eBay, you know the measurements you're looking for of what's gonna fit you, so that way when you order it and try it on, it's gonna look how you think it would look, and it's not gonna be like too long and just make you look unbalanced and not happy with what you purchased. Mistake number three is not connecting your colors. Obviously, your outfits can be colorful, right? There's no rule against it. It's just, once again, if you don't really know what you're doing and you're just kind of throwing on a random item, it cannot look organized and not look like a good outfit. An example is this outfit right here, where I wore this blue hat and nothing else was connecting it. It's not that it was a bad outfit, it just didn't look look like it was connected to the rest of the outfit. But then if you switch over to a more cohesive outfit like this, you can see my hat and the quarter zip are 2 shades of blue. It looks organized. It looks like a cohesive decision was made for this fit. And then there's an outfit I have here for day 190 where I did a dark olive hat as well as a brown hoodie and brown boots. You can kind of see how the color tones are now matching. Even though it's not the same exact colors together, the tones match and make it work. And so that's what I mean when I say like tying it together and matching stuff. It doesn't have to be the exact same color, but it kind of has to be within the same tone family, if that makes sense. It's kind of hard to explain, but visually when you see good versus bad, it's kind of easy to decipher and see what looks good and what looks bad. So yeah, whenever I put together an outfit, I ask myself, does this color make sense with the outfit, or is this just kind of looking like a random item that I threw on with the outfit? Mistake number 4 is forcing pieces that just do not work for your body or because of the quality of the piece. My biggest example here would be these Old Navy pants that I bought early on in the series. I'm not saying that Old Navy is bad quality, it's just these pants are just not the move for what I myself am trying to accomplish with my fashion. Maybe somebody out there could style them in a better way, but over the series, I've tried multiple times to style them and it just never makes me look good. Same exact thing with this overcoat that I had gotten sent as well. It wasn't the best of quality, but also I just don't think for the style, the aesthetic that I'm going for, it just doesn't fit what we're trying to do here. So maybe it could be the cut, maybe it could be the quality, maybe it could be your body type. Just some things really just aren't gonna work for you, and some things are gonna work a lot better than others. So I think once you lean into that, you can really develop a better fashion sense and style. And honestly, that was kind of one of the biggest blessings in disguise with posting on TikTok. I knew my outfits, my pieces would be judged kind of quite harshly in the comment section. So if I didn't love something or wasn't fully confident when wearing it, I would just return it. And so that kind of helped me really focus on only getting good quality pieces and pieces that I really enjoyed with my fashion sense. Mistake number 5 was just not seeing enough good outfits or outfits that I enjoyed before buying pieces. A lot of the outfits that went viral for me were the ones that I posted early on, and it pretty much makes a lot of sense. At the time, I didn't really know what my fashion vision was gonna be or like my fashion sense was gonna be. Also, I was working with an older closet, so I was just kind of doomed from the start because I wasn't starting off with good pieces. And even with the quote unquote bad pieces I had, I didn't really know what made a good outfit or what a good outfit looked like in terms of like the references and the proportions and whatnot. So like I said, I was just doomed from the start. So I think it's really, really important to do a lot of browsing, save a lot of stuff on Pinterest, expose yourself to a lot of different stuff and see what catches your eye and also what you don't like to see. When I was first starting off, like I said, I was just throwing together random stuff in my closet, honestly just based on the colors, because nothing fit correctly because I never knew how something should fit before even starting the series. So really, if you're somebody who doesn't have like a natural fashion sense, you have to expose yourself to all these different outfits so you can kind of train your brain to kind of subconsciously pick up what is a good and a bad outfit, at least in your own judgment. And then once you do that, everything is gonna start to click and make a lot more sense, and your closet is naturally just gonna upgrade over time because you're only buying pieces that you know is gonna fit into your fashion sense and is also gonna make for a good outfit and is also like the right proportions, the right sizes, and stuff like that. Now, I do wanna say that yes, fashion is subjective, but when you have a focus group of millions of people disagreeing with you and saying this outfit just doesn't work with you, I think that is valid to an extent, and it has helped me make better outfits and just find what looks more natural on me, especially in terms of the fits and the overall different types of pieces that I like to wear. Hopefully this video helped you out, and if you have any video ideas you want to see in the future, go ahead and comment them below. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.